Hello, English travelers. Welcome to my course. My name is Sofia Prieto, and I'm your teacher. And I'm going today to explain the last grammar and goblets practice. And also, I'm going to say congratulations because it's, as I told, it's the last week of the course. And the last thing is the exam. So let's see how it goes the exam. But let's first focus on the last grammar practice. And as usual, I'm going to explain these five sentences in and the words. I'm going to classify them in five different categories. The first one category is about pronouns and numerals. The second one is about the full verb. The third one is auxiliary verb. The fourth one is about the tense system, and finally adverbs and adverbials. Okay, guys, let's begin with the first sentence. The two examples that I choose for the first category, it's and you. The first one is a contraction of it is and indicates the train depot, and the second one, as I suppose you know, it's a personal pronoun and it's referring to the listener. For the second category, we have two different examples of verbs. The first one is lives and has a simple aspect and indicates the train's departure. And the second one, it's not tricky, but it could be, and it's about think. Why it could be tricky? Because we have three types of full verbs. The first one is action verbs, state verbs, and process verbs. And in this case, we have an action verb, and because when we think, we act. Our it's an action. So, and in this case, indicates the speaker's desire to know something. And the third category that I told you about is auxiliary verbs. And first, we have the word would, and I know you know that it's a modal verb. So, what type of auxiliary verb it could be? As we know that would it's a modal, so this auxiliary verb it's going to be a modal auxiliary verb and indicates an hypothetical action in the past. And the second word that we have is have. Have is a primary auxiliary verb and indicates necessity. Then we have another verbs category, but in this case, we are going to focus about the tense. In the first one, we have the verb starting, and as we know, because we see this grammar a lot in this course, it's present continuous tense. And the second one, it's is. This one is so simple and so easy to describe and to classify, and it has the present simple tense, and it's the present simple tense of verb to be. Okay, the last category of this sentence is adverbs, and the two words that I choose for this sentence is differently and as. Differently, for the one hand, differently it's an adverb of mode, and for the other hand, as is an adverb of degree. So let's continue, guys, for the second sentence. And the now we have an example of tense system, and the words are is and retired. The first one is a copulative verb, and it's in present tense. And the second one is in past tense and indicates an action that finished in the past. The second category that we have here is the pronoun category, and the examples are my and to. The first one, as I told you, it's a pronoun, and it's a possessive pronoun. Why? Because it indicates the possession of something. In this case, the person possess the cows. Secondly, the second example, it's the numeral. It's a numeral adjective, and it reflects or indicates the time frame since the speaker retired from work. Then we have and Gould. Gould, it's true that it's the same word as the first sentence, and the same category, the same action, but not in the have one. Why? Because in this case, have it's true that the type of auxiliary verb is the same. It's a primary auxiliary verb, but the action it's a continuing state. And the other one, we have two examples of the full verb. The first one is water, and the second one is running. The first one verb is in base form, and indicates regular activity. Other examples of this verb, we can say play, clean, run, etc. And the second example of this verb has a present continuous tense and describes a type of exercise. And finally, we end this sentence with the adverbs. The two examples that I choose for this sentence is ago and any. Ago, it's an adverb of time, and any, as in the other sentence, it's an adverb of degree. Okay, guys, let's move now to the third sentence. And first, we see another two examples of pronouns, or in this case, pronouns and numerals. In the first one, we have the word we, and as we know, it's a personal pronoun and refers to the speaker and their siblings. And the second one have a lot of relation to the first one, to the first word, because four is a numeral adjective, and indicates the number of siblings. The second category, it's the auxiliary verbs, and we have here and two examples. Sorry, the first one is have, and the second one is can. As I told you, have, it's a primary auxiliary and auxiliary verb, and in this sentence, we have a present perfect tense function, and represent an action in the past that continue in the present. And the second one, it's modal, as we know, so it's a modal auxiliary verb that represents ability. In the third category of this sentence, we have distribute and those. Sorry. The first one, it's the category. Sorry, it's about the tenses, and the first verb distributed. It's in the past tense verb, so it means a completed action that impact in the present, that have impact in the present. And the verb does, it's in the present tense verb, and it's also in the third person singular of the verb. um, Also, we have the full verb examples. And first of all, we have explain and succeed. And this verb is in base form and can be used in various tenses. And this and succeed is in the past tense. And here, finally, we finish with adverbs. The first one is rather, that it's a degree adverb, as we have in the other sentence. And hardly, that it's a certainty adverb that represents how something it's doing or could be doing. Okay, let's continue with the fourth sentence. Here we have, in this sentence we have two pronouns. For the first category, the first example is they, and the second one is us. In the first example, it's they. It's an a third person singular pronoun, and indicates unspecified people who want information about something. And the second pronoun is us, and it's first person pronoun, and refers to the speaker or other people that can appear in the sentence. Then we have and sorry, and a type of two types of verbs, two full verbs category. The first one is interview, and the second one is behaved. The first one stay in the base form, and it's a recommend action. And the second one stay behaved, stay in a past simple form. And this tense refers that an action finished in the past. Then we have modal auxiliary verbs. In this case, we have these two examples, that is should and might. But these two modal verbs doesn't have the same function. Should refers to obligation, and might reflects a possibility. Then we have the tense system category, and the first example is to convince, that it's in an infinitive, that stay in an infinitive verb. And it reflects that the action it's completed. And in the second example, we have will try. And in this case, we have a future tense, and this reminds that it's a planned attempt. Finally, we have an adverb phrase, and it's about the extent of their lack of knowledge, and somehow it's an adverb of a mode. So, guys, let's begin with the last sentence of this grammar practice. If you have any doubts, you can write me in the comments in the comments of this video. Okay, and whatever you want to ask, you are free to tell me. So let's continue to the fifth sentence. And here we have two pronouns. The first one is what, and the second one is that. What is an interrogative pronoun? As we see that it's WH word, and introduce the subject of the sentence. And the second example of this category is a demonstrative pronoun, and precedes. It's a preceding statement. So also we have now the tense system. First, do the same thing as a verb phrase that reflects the website actions, and the verb will change. It's a future tense verb. Here in this sentence, it's true that we only find one auxiliary verb. In this case, it's ognant, and it's a modal auxiliary verb that indicates obligation or stroke recommendation, but in a negative way. Then we also have two type of full verbs. The first one is listen, and the second one is have not realized. In the first case, listen is a verb in base form, and reminds and reflects the action that people take. Because listen is the action when people hear someone that is talking, or maybe listen to music, whatever. And the second example, it's about the it's have not realized, and it's a verb phrase in a negative future tense, and predict an outcome action that not happened yet. And finally, we end with the conjunctive adverb, with the adverb, sorry, and we the examples that I choose for this part for this category, it's otherwise and so every. The first one is a conjunctive adverb, and the second one is an degree adverb. So guys, this is the end of my presentation. If as I told you before, if you have any doubts or something, you can ask me in the comments of this video. And also, if you need something, in the description of the video, I'm going to put my email and my contact on my mobile phone, sorry. So you can ask me wherever you want. And also, if you need some practice about the grammar part of other parts for the exam, just tell me. You are free to do it. So thank you guys for your time, and I hope that you enjoy it, and bye bye.